What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Terrell. Thank you so much for stopping by Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell to let me know that you like what's going on and what we're talking about. And let me know, again, down below, what's going on. So, I know we're all in this quarantine, child. We all to the point of needing and wanting to drink corn liquor. For some folks, that's called creek water. For others, they just wishing that the damn ABC liquor store literally delivers at this point. I can concur. I can get it. I understand, especially if you got kids at home driving you up a wall, knowing damn well they cannot go back to school until the summertime. And hell, you might as well just go ahead and say they out of school now. And then, we have certain ones that are quarantined that, all of a sudden the phones are ringing. We need to talk about those folks, the ones that are ringing the phones at this point. Now, I know for me, it's been about 2 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been quarantined. And for me, as an introvert, this is fine. This is like a vacation for me. But for the ones that are scratching the walls, wanting to hang from chandeliers, they just to the point of pulling whatever hair they got left out. We need to talk about how we can live in peace during these times and with those folks calling. And what better way than to make this relatable than by expressing my own little story. So, needless to say, like I said, we're all pretty much to a point in a place where governors, senates, presidents are all mandating us to stay home as much as possible. So, of course, it was cool the first couple of days. Everyone's in their separate corners. Everyone's cool, calm, and collected. The first couple of days, everyone just thinks, oh, okay, well, we'll be back to work in a week. And then a week turned into 2 weeks. And now we're getting word that 2 weeks has turned into months. If it goes any further out than June, I honestly really think people are going to go completely bonkers, because that means that there will be no summer. Not a full summer. So, needless to say, folks are in that stage of where they're getting tired of being in the house. They're tired of looking at the same four walls. They're tired of just going to the minimum places that they can go. And they think because you and them are cool, it's a thing of, hey, your door is open. Hey, you're going to pick up the phone. And hey, you're going to see if I'm going to be able to come see you, or I'm going to be able to come see you, because guess what? I'm tired of sitting here looking at the same wall. So why not call someone or get in contact with someone that, 10 toes down, they fine with all of what's going on. Right now, they in their backyard, swinging in a hammock, reading a book, drinking spiked lemonade. Let me call that person, because you know what? That person, they have the serotonin that I need to be able to get through this with whoever it is that I'm looking at. Let me try to go ahead and contact this person to see if I can get in their good graces and come around. Because at this point, like in the words of my father, people are beginning to get desperate. And when folks are desperate, they'll do whatever it is that they can to be able to say that they're one of the survivors, but they don't have no clue what it takes to be a warrior, to survive, even with them being on your back and you're carrying them. So yeah, we need to talk about how we can live in peace, especially in these times where we can't really talk to nobody too close. We can't really touch nobody, high five nobody, none of that. So, first thing is first, in the words of my father, these days and times people are getting to a point where they're getting desperate. Don't let hell through your door. You can't get rid of it once it's in there. You cannot sage your house with the windows closed. It don't work that way. Do not allow anything right now to come through your door. Like, seriously, it's like life or death. It's both. Don't allow it to happen. Someone coming over for the moment because, they're tired of being quarantined and eating oodles and noodles becomes a permanent motherfucking visitor that now you got to call the police to get rid of. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Stick to yourself. tend to yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. This is the best time for people to actually get to a point of doing self-care, doing natural hair washes and going out here and helping other people be able to, get their shit together, at least virtually. I'm pretty sure some of us, like myself, are in school still trying to make sure that for at least this last month in the semester that we keep it together. There's ways that we're able to help people and everything function as one. We don't have to bring hell and fury to somebody else's door because our desperation of not knowing what the fuck to do with ourselves. That's what it boils down to. So until you figure out what you're going to do with your spare time, you're going to come over here and lessen my toilet paper, eat my food, suck up my heat, my air, getting my way, flush my toilet, eat off my... No, stay where you at. If the shelter don't have no place for you, neither do I. Point blank, period. That's how you have to be. Stay focused, stay driven, stay consistent and persistent with what it is that you're trying to plan your breakout moment to be. Eventually, this too shall pass, but in order for it to pass, you have to be smart enough to know what it is that you're getting yourself into right now. Anything right now that you're getting yourself into, I'm trying to tell you, there's going to be issues come 6 to 8 months from now. We're all going to see the results. And that's not even talking full term. So don't get lost in the sauce. Don't let anything come through your door right now. This is the perfect time for you to really pay attention to who just checks up on you emotionally. Like, we all have like that like strong friend in the group where, they're always there for the advice. They're always there to make sure that you're on the right track. We typically don't check on that person. So when times like this pops up and they're normally a person that stays to themselves, but everybody else in the group and the clan is getting together and congregating virtually, conversing, etc., you need to go check on that strong friend that always have y'all back. Because, see, that could be the very one out of the whole entire group. Y'all complaining about how many different dishes y'all can make with hamburgers and potatoes. That's the one over there, the one that y'all don't check on. That's the one living like it's golden and not sweating, not near one drop with all this stuff that's going on. You need to check on that person. Check to see how they feeling. This is the time frame where you asking somebody what they're doing is, I think, the most ass backward question that you can possibly open a conversation with. But how are you feeling? How are you doing? Now, those are two questions that can really have someone separate you from being a genuine friend to someone that pretty much just shooting the shit. I don't want no one that's just going to shoot the shit. Regardless of what goes on, we still got 24 hours in a day. So depending on what you allow to come through your door, what you entertain that knocks at your front door, it's going to factor in to exactly what you keep your eyes on the prize for. Remember, don't change the goal, change the plan. That doesn't mean that everybody's ideas at this time is going to be fruitful for you, because this is also going to be a time to see who's going to sit back and who's going to watch. This is a time to see who's going to actually put feet forth and actually get a project together. This is a time where you actually hear people's real honest opinion after day 6, because everybody's about to go cuckoo crazy. Like, pay attention. Pay attention. When it's all said and done, you don't have no one to blame but yourself if you're trying to live in peace and you know you got 24 hours in a day and you entertain bullshit. The worst thing that you can do is live in regret. Do what you need to do today, so then that way your ass don't have to sit here and take a plan B pill the day after. So that way you don't have sickness and tiredness of what it is that you made for yourself. When you knew damn well from the beginning, you can make whatever you want to happen and come into fruition. It's all about what you are paying attention to. It's real easy to say that you want steak, but then all of a sudden you see shrimp. No, keep your eye on what you want. If you want to be able to come out of this and have your own brand, you can do that. If you want to come out of this still just minimum having your occupation, you can do that. It's all about what you think, what you affirm, and what it is that you really want to put out there to be a part of your peace. How you claim it is how it is transferable into how you entertain it and how you take it. If you take everything just to be, oh, well, this is just a thought in the air. Okay, well, if it's a thought in the air, it's meant for you to see it. It's meant for you to have some type of relation with it, for you to understand something. And everything that we come across in life is to help us understand what contributes to our peace. And if minding your business contributes to it, if you minding the company that you keep tends to it, if you staying focused tends to it, and if you not living in regret tends to it, I think hands down, you are #living the best life, if you ask me. Now, I know you ready for these kids to go back to school. I know you ready for the husband, the wife, the boyfriend, the girlfriend to go back to work. You just ready for everything to go back to normal because you know, truth be told, if a volcano was a human being, you will be a prime example. I understand that. I get that. I'm with you. I get it, kings and queens. But at the same time, you also have to set an example. And in order for you to feel as if like you did the best that you could, you got to stay focused. And if you feel like you're an erupting volcano, just remember who you feel that way for. Because if it's for your kids, oh man, let me tell you, making sure that you have some type of peace, making sure that you are a good example for them to see, especially in these times, is what's going to make a well-rounded legacy for you to leave. And so when it comes down to your peace, don't think that's just something that you can just buy off the clearance shelf. Don't get it twisted. You got to work for it. It starts with your hands, but guess what? What starts with your hands, you can make and you can mold to any shape, way, or form that you want it to be. You just got to remember that your hands made it, and it's definitely possible. The first thing is first, and moving forward with possibility is knowing that you can do it. So if you know that you can live in peace and you be real quick to be like, oh my God, I wish people stop calling my phone. I just want some peace and quiet. Make it. Make it. Because you just saying that you wish that you had it doesn't mean that you can't get it exactly the way that you want it. So you might want to be precise and stay focused and just watch what you entertaining so you don't regret it tomorrow morning. And eventually over time, you will formulate your peace because where it is that you're calm, that's where you're always going to be. So you need to silence everything around you and make yourself the center of the universe and get to know yourself. This is the perfect time to get to know yourself more and for the better. So I'm going to leave that there. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe down below. Make sure that you leave a comment as well. I am loving to hear from y'all. Thank you so much. We're almost to 2,000 views. So I'm over the moon. So by all means, let me know how you feel about the videos down below. If you have any topics that you want me to cover for Tea Talk, make sure that y'all go over to, I think it's like the info or the about tab, and just go ahead and send me an email from there, and we can get to chitting and chatting about it. So talk to